Well, I'm off. Say goodbye to the Exumas. And there's my path I'm taking. I have a bunch of coral heads and little islands and shallow spots I have to watch out for, but you know, I can do that. These are why charts are so good. From here in the morning, maybe when the sun's brightly overhead, but in the morning you can't see anything out there. But according to the charts, it's numerous coral heads. Best to pay attention to the charts. We're leaving. Bye-bye, Zumas. Well, we got the breeze I wanted. It's 13.5, 13.4. And we're going 7 knots. So, the wind is about 65 degrees. Now it's 12.7, but you know, we're doing 7 knots. We'll be there now. It says we'll be there before 6 o'clock if we can keep this up, which I think it's going to build today. And sadly for me, I put all the sails out, so that's what means I'm going to be turning up a little bit and cranking in the sails and furling them in. I also need to tighten my leech line for my mainsail a little bit. I'll do that tonight. But anyway, it's a good day, and we should be there before the sun goes down, if this will keep up. And I think it will. Love you, Bubba. I love you, honey. I love enclosures. Without enclosures, the wind just beats you up and wears you out. But when you close the enclosures, it's like, even if it's blowing stink outside, it's not blowing hard inside. It's very quiet. Today's my birthday, April 15th. It's the day that the Titanic sank. It's the day that Lincoln died, and it's tax day. So many good things happened today. And my wife already called me this morning and wished me happy birthday, and I'm pretty happy. I have my heart's desire. And she's beautiful. Did I mention that? Well, the wind is 12 knots right now, but it's been blowing 13, and we've been going about 7.2 to 7.4. It's a little to forward of the beam, about 70 degrees. But when it gets above 13, right now it's 12.2, and we're doing 6.6. When it gets to 13, it'll get back above 6.8, 12.4. So when we get to 13, it's going to get back above 7. And we'll be smoking along. We'll be there at 5 o'clock. That's good. It's beautiful. I don't think it'll be very rough. And about 15 miles, we will turn and start leaving the Exumas, or really it will turn and start leaving us, bend more north. But it's white capping, so it's got to be at least blowing 12.5 consistently, so it's pretty white cappy out there. But because it's getting toward the beam, we can carry more sail longer and go faster. Sadly, for about 15 miles, we have to turn back toward the wind, which is going to make us heel. Right now, we're only heeling at about 10 degrees, and we're going 7 knots. But once I make my turn, head back to the wind, I have to bring the sails in, and now I'm going to heel. Probably slow down a little bit. But then in another, I guess, 15 miles, we'll fall off and the wind will be behind us a little bit, and we should go really flat and faster. But the wind's picking up. That's It's a nice day to sail. There's 3 boats ahead of me that don't have LIS, and they're coming toward me. You still have to actually pay attention. And I'm going to go probably 4 or 5 miles out of my way, just because I don't want, I don't know if you can see this, it's so much glare, but there's on my run line, there is a lot of coral heads and some shallow water. The note says, if you pay attention, you'll see them, but I don't want to pay attention. So I'm going to go, I don't know, probably 4 miles, maybe thereabouts, out of my way, so I can just sit here and watch the waves go by. Well, I made my turn, so now I'm sailing inside of 60 degrees with 13 to 16 knots of breeze, so I'm heeling 15 degrees, maybe a little bit more, maybe a little bit less. But I'm still going pretty fast, considering I'm going at about 45 to 50 degrees. That's almost 7 knots. I'm pretty happy with that. Breeze right now is 16 knots apparent. I think I have about 10 to 15 miles of this, and I'll fall off, and it'll go flat again, probably faster. There's 7 knots. So, yeah, that's pretty good. Well, we're averaging over 7 knots. It's breezy. I'd say it goes all over the place. 10 knots 1 minute, 16 knots the next minute. We're 15.7 and we're about 50 degrees. We're 16 knots, 16.5. That'll put us probably about 7.3. It's beautiful. It's a little breezy, a little all over the place. It's beautiful. Soon, about an hour and a half, I'll be able to turn and get the wind behind us. It'll be a lot better. It'll be faster and flatter. Sun right now is about 50 degrees. Still scooting along. 7.2. I've been averaging over 7. I'll be glad to, that's 7.3. I'll be glad to turn, get the wind a little behind me. Right now it's between 45 and 50 degrees, which, I bet it'll be a little bit less or more. But we're going. I should make it in about 11 hours, I think. Maybe more. Wind is slow. It's now 11 knots. Slowed the boat down to 6.3. But the waves haven't. They're about 2 to 3 feet in less than 2 seconds apart. So they're just non-stop. Bang, 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 bang. You see the flight tapping pretty good stuff. But I have one more slight turn. And then I'm going to go downstairs and turn on the Starlink and watch TV for a little while, because I'll be out of all the coral heads. It is We have Starlink on. This is my wind speed and wind direction, but I've hired 4 different people. I cannot get it to point where the wind is coming. And the last guy said this is a glitch that most of them have. I'm making 33.7 amps of power, and I'm sailing. It's kind of bumpy. The wind's a little bit behind me, and I am going to adjust. Let me see what we are. There it is. So I'm going to pull this around and 0.234. Now I'm turning the boat, so it's going to follow that drum line up to the very corner of Nassau. I may have gone too far.
Yeah, Bobby, go ahead.
Let me go back a little bit. 1, 2, 3. Not bad, I'll fix it. When I get up here close to Nassau, I'll probably take the sails down, so it'll get shallow, and then there's a lot of rocks. I don't know what, so now I'm going to turn Starlink on and watch some TV. I've got time. I opened up a few windows, and I'm just making tracks. But God bless all this stuff. The electronics, we can set autopilot to go exactly where we want. We know what's going on with the water, and all the apps tell us about the wind. And now with Starlink, it's like home. We can watch TV, and we're making lots of power. We're using a lot of electricity right now with all the instruments on and the Starlink on, but we're still making a lot of power, and we should be completely full in, I don't know, 3 hours, 4 hours. I've got downtime, so I'm going to be down. God bless all this stuff. I'm making water using the batteries. I'm charging the batteries using solar. Charging my phone with the batteries. I can drive the boat from down below and keep an eye on the wind speed and where we're going. And I can watch TV. So I've got the boat pointed where it needs to go. We're going in a straight line to Nassau, and I'm just going to hang out and watch movies for a while. Technology is awesome. Well, I'm picking up some. We're up to about 8 knots. Took us to 18 knots on the beam. The thing was up 7. It's getting windy. Moving forward, I need to adjust the sails. Very bumpy. There is, I'm not sure you can see it yet. It's Paradise Island. Over there. There's New Providence. I'm not sure how good you can see it. It's pretty big visually now. It's a big island. Over there, I'm kind of coming on it at a diagonal. Let me see if I can get this. So there's kind of what it looks like. But eventually we'll get rid of these ridiculous tight. Look at that. That's almost like a breaking wave on the beach. There's one there, so 1,001, 1,002, 1,001, 1,003 feet. 11 and a half, well, a little less, 11 and a half hours, 78 miles. A lot of wind, a lot of waves, hard sail. But I'm safely anchored. And we're gonna have some really strong winds the next couple of days. But we will be in the lead. I'm tired. Oh, today's my birthday. Happy birthday, Franklin. Hey, honey. Hey, Bubba. Well, I did it. I sailed 78 miles in 11 and a half hours, averaged 7 knots. It was a tough sail. I left Pipe Cay this morning around 6:30 and got to Nassau around 5:45. I didn't think the banks would get rough, but it was rough. It was 3 to 4 feet, and the waves looked like the waves on the beach right before they broke, and they were stacked seconds apart. The wind was strong, and it got stronger than they said it would get. It got up to about 18 to 22, and I ultimately had to put reefs in. I put 1 reef in my main. I probably should put 2, and I put 2 in my head sail. The wind was on the beam, and forward of the beam, and at the end a little behind the beam. But it's a beautiful place, and I'm on the lee shore. It's crowded, a lot of boats, and I should have probably 3 nights of more strong wind, and then a 2-day respite to try to get to Bimini. But of course, that 2 days the wind's gonna be really light, and then if I can do that, then probably a couple weeks in Bimini with more strong winds coming. But I made it. It was ambitious, but I did it. I love you, Bubba. I love you, honey.